¿Qué pasa, YouTube? 6 Foot Hacks here. Half for you guys today. Not a Wi-Fi battle, but actually a Showdown live, a regular Showdown live. Now I know I did say that I was gonna start doing double uploads on the weekend, but some things have just been going on this week. So hopefully next week, or at least tomorrow, if anything, I can have a regular Showdown and then another Wi-Fi battle. But yeah, anyways, today just a Showdown live for you guys. Hopefully it'll be a little bit long. I'm gonna try and make it like 30-40 minutes because I know some of you guys did ask me to do longer lives instead of just like the little 15-20 minute ones. So if you guys do enjoy the video, then make sure to hammer that like button down below. Let me know what you would like me to see, what you would like me to use potentially in the future for future lives. Leave a comment and all that shenanigan stuff, and just yeah, I think that's really it. We're in UU today. Now, I don't have that. Well, no, I don't know. It depends what you think is high in UU, I guess. I don't know. Like I have, I think a little over 1,300 on this account, so we should be getting decent people. And anyways, I'm gonna ladder more, so it's not that big of a deal. But yeah, just for this live, we're gonna be at around 1,300, hopefully hitting 1,400 depending on how things go. But yeah, this is a pretty cool team I got off of the Smogon forums. Originally this was a Kieran, but I like Hydreigon over it a lot better. Life Form Hydreigon is a huge threat, plus being able to have a little bit more speed and access to Roost is really nice. Also not being weak to Scizor or what's it called, the rocks, the stealth rocks. I was thinking about changing Flash Cannon to Fire Blast, although Flash Cannon does kind of have some merits to it. I don't know. It depends. Like if I see enough Clefables, then I'll keep Flash Cannon. If not, then I can always just put Fire Blast. Next off, we have a very bulky defensive Scizor. Yeah, this should be all in its spadef. I have some speed creep just to outspeed other Scizors, a little bit of attack just to get a little higher roll on certain damage rolls here or there that cost me in previous battles when I was playing. Next off, we have what was originally Toxic SD Gliscor, but I feel like Facade is a little bit better just because it gives us another really strong move that we can just spam, and Gliscor can be a really good win condition late game, as we are running a lot of spadef HP, and I'm not too sure what the speed is for. I think we outspeed plus nature speed 60s, I think. I want to say it's 60. I'm not sure, but we do outspeed a decent bit of things. Next off, we have bulky reflect type Starmie, which I think is really cool. This is something I haven't used myself before outside of this team, so I'm really hoping that this can put in some work. And then we have Stealth Rock and Calm Mind, Clefable, good old Moonshine. For those of you who followed me in the second season of the UCL, you know exactly who this is. And then finally off, we have what I think is really awesome. It is BreakNeck Blitz Raikou, which is actually really cool because this thing can pick up so many surprise KOs, and people always think it's choice, or if they see Calm Mind, they think it's sub Calm Mind, and then it just, hopefully this thing will put in some work. I'm really excited. So yeah guys, with that being said, let's go ahead and get this started. Alright, so we got the first matchup here, and my dimensions are normal now, so yeah, don't worry about that. It's a pretty interesting team. Everything seems pretty normal except for Gliscor. I don't know what Gliscor does outside of first impressions and maybe spiking. Like liquidation really hurts from it. Funny enough, I don't really have a safe switching to Gliscor. So looking at leads, probably the Infernape. Potentially Gliscor is what I'm expecting. More than anything else. So I kind of want to lead with my Scizor, but if he does lead Infernape, that's going to be, I guess, not too bad for me because I can just hard switch. Maybe Raikou actually isn't too bad of a lead. I think I'm gonna lead Raikou. I'm gonna lead Raikou, as he actually ends up leading off with the Gliscor. Okay, so I'm hoping that maybe he'll switch out fearing the HP Ice. If not, then we can just activate our Toxic Orb here, as he'll probably just try and get up his rocks. As he does do so, and I kind of just want to go straight for the Swords Dance. I'm not too sure what he's gonna want to do, as he unfortunately is a bit faster than me as he goes for the Taunt. So he's got Taunt, Stealth Rocks, Roost, Earthquake probably is what I'm thinking, or no Roost. So that could be a thing. Alright, so he does have U-turn, so he probably doesn't have Roost. Yes, U-turn, Taunt, Stealth Rocks, Earthquake is most likely what his set is. As in comes the Gliscor. Unfortunately, we do absolutely zero to it, which really sucks because this thing is really terrifying to deal with. As I'm just going to stay in here and go for the Facade again. There is a chance that he'll expect me to want to switch out here. And even if he does go for the first impression, we can obviously take that hit and then we can just go from there. So I'm not entirely too concerned about what he is going to want to go for. We can take one liquidation, but I don't expect him to go straight for it. Like, I want to say he's going to expect us to switch out. And as soon as I'm able to just bring in Starmie on the Florges or the Gliscor, well, maybe not Gliscor, but we should be able to Rapid Spin pretty easily, as that liquidation actually did not do anywhere near as much damage as I was expecting. Unfortunately, Facade is not doing enough damage back. Yeah, and then Florges probably comes in as we chew the liquidation. That's really good. I kind of just want to go straight for the Flash Cannon, just gauge to see how much damage it'll do against the Florges, as he does switch it in, and that actually did a pretty decent little bit of damage. So I'm gonna go ahead and just switch directly into my Starmie on this one. This way I can just go ahead and hopefully Rapid Spin, and if he does want to switch into the Bisharp trying to Pursuit Trap me, I can just Reflect type him and then we should be fine to go. So he's probably just going to go for the Moonblast, as we do not take that well at all. That did way too much damage. That's the only like downside I don't like about Starmie, is that, well, bulky Starmie anyways. Like, yeah, it's fast and it has okay-ish bulk, but I don't know, it's just, it really can't take hits that well, especially if I just get critted, which really sucks because now he gains lefties again and I'm forced to basically recover more than I have to, and this just, that really sucks. That crit actually just really helped him out there. Are you kidding me? Can you get a low roll? That'd be actually really nice. This is just really annoying. No, because even if I Reflect type him, then he's not going to, yeah, because he's still going to be hitting me for neutral damage. I thought about Reflect typing, but I don't really think that's the best play for me to do, as I'm finally going to be able to Rapid Spin. As it turns out, he's got Moonlight, Moonblast, or Synthesis, Moonblast, and Toxic with Wish. Okay, so maybe he doesn't have Synthesis. Okay, I could see that potentially. That Gliscor is still kind of annoying, but I'm just gonna go ahead and get up my rocks here. If he does want to switch right into Starmie, that's fine, because we can just play aggressively against that as he switches into his Bisharp. Obviously do not want to give that a free boost, and I don't exactly have a safe switch into this monster either. With the Gliscor being so weakened, we should be able to take one knockoff, I want to say, but there is a good possibility he's adamant, so that's really gonna hurt. I guess I can afford to lose the lefties on Scizor here, as he actually goes for the Swords Dance. Very aggressive play on his part, as we're going to be able to just barely live that knockoff and just go for the U-turn. And now we can check him with Hydreigon. Do I want to Draco or predict the switch? I almost want to Roost, but I'm just going to Draco here to be on the safe side. Yeah, even if he switches back in the Florges, that's fine. That shouldn't be too bad for us, as I almost want to bring in a Raikou, just because if Raikou can pick up a early KO here, then that's going to be good for us, because if we can get rid of Florges, then that means he can't pass off Wishes anymore. I'm going to try and see what Gliscor can do in this matchup, as I'm going to be able to go for the Swords Dance here. There is a good chance he'll switch out, even if he switches into his own Gliscor, because I'll be at +2. I should be able to beat him 1v1, and Moonblast isn't doing entirely too much damage to us. So I can go for the Roost here, or what he will probably do is leave this in. I want a Facade because I know Earthquake isn't going to knock him out. I think Facade is definitely my best play here. Yeah, because even if he wanted to bring in the Gliscor like he does here, that is, that is a clean to a KO. Clean to a KO, so that's really good. As he's just going to try and get up his Stealth Rocks again. Unfortunately, though, he does just barely live. I almost want to Roost here. I really want to Roost here. Oh, he got me. So yeah, I think that was a little bit dumb on my part, actually, now that I think about it. Because if I really want to, I can just Earthquake here. Because he's got a U-turn, or he just is going to leave this in for Death Water. So I could almost go for the Earthquake, but I really don't want to because that could just allow him to potentially save this Gliscor for later. So I'm just going to be safe here and go for the Facade again. If he brings in the Bisharp, that shouldn't be too bad. If he brings in Gliscor, it's in below whatever its ability is, emergency exit. That's good. Okay, so that's out of the way as in comes the Starmie, and we are almost back up to full HP. So Starmie could potentially just spin here for free. I can bring on my own Starmie, but he could be offensive, and that's actually going to be really, really scary. Ice Beam knocks me out. I want to say we can maybe live a Hydro Pump, but I don't think it's worth staying in to risk that. We don't have much use for Scizor, unfortunately, because there's not much I can spin on. As he goes straight for the Scald, doesn't get left use, which means he is probably offensive, so that's good. I can bring in my Clefable here and probably just fire off a Moonblast. At the same time, I can bring in a Raikou to go for the Calm Mind. No, because he could just switch right into Gliscor, and then he gets to go for the first impression. Actually, I don't think Shadow Balling with Raikou is a bad play. Yeah, because even if he switches in the Florges, then I'll just Calm Mind on it. Yeah, I'm just going to Shadow Ball here. If he risks the Speed Tie, then this man is crazy, and he's going to win it anyways, because I have bad luck, but I mean, it's fine. It's not that big of a deal. So I'm going to go ahead for the Calm Mind here, see what he wants to do. He'll probably just go for the Wish, if anything. And then that way I can just start being aggressive against him. As he goes for the Moonblast, please don't. Are you kidding me, dude? Come on. So that actually kind of sucks. Was really hoping they didn't get the special attack drop there. It's fine, though. Gliscor should still be able to beat this Florges 1v1. I just wanted to Calm Mind there to hopefully go for the Breakneck Blitz, but I mean, I don't know. Like, it really sucks that he did get the special attack drop there, but I mean, it's fine. It's not that big of a deal, I guess. So he's probably going to switch out here. Maybe expecting me to Swords Dance. So I could go for the Earthquake to catch the incoming Starmie, but I think Facade still does enough damage. If not, then I can just safely go for Facade anyways, because I don't want to allow him to get a Wish into his Gliscor or to his Gliscor, so I really don't mind just staying in here and spamming Facade until eventually I can Swords Dance this next turn. I mean, yeah, that's fine. I'm just going to Swords Dance here. Because he should, in theory, want to go for the Wish again. If he Moonblast, okay, that's fine. Yeah, the next one doesn't knock me out anyways. So I'm actually going to Earthquake here. As he sacks off the Gliscor. Okay, so that's one less thing that we now have to worry about. His Starmie is still really annoying. Infernape is still kind of a nuisance depending on the set. If it's Scarf, that could actually be really, really problematic. So we're going to have to watch out for that as back comes the Starmie. And I'm going to make the safe switch into my Clefable here. We should take that relatively easily as he does turn out to be Life Orb. So I need to Soft Bolt here. Keeping Clefable around for the Infernape is my best bet, as we are able to take the Side Shock with relative ease. I can just definitely go for another Soft Bolt without losing anything. Even if he wants to spin, that's fine. We can still get up Stealth Rocks, and we can just go from here. The only problem with this is if he potentially has the Recover, which luckily it looks like he doesn't. So he's going to switch out into his thing here. We're back in a really tough spot, I think. I'm going to hard switch here, as he does go for the Swords Dance. Okay, so that's good. Got him. Okay, so we're in a really good spot now. I was really positive that he was definitely going to go for the Sucker Punch there, because we didn't reveal to him that we had Roost. He knows that we're Life Orb though, but I'm sure he wasn't expecting Roost. Although that was really common back in 6th Gen UU. Either way, I just really want a Draco here. I really wish I had Fire Blast. Like, that would definitely be a good middle ground play. I'm just going to Draco. As luckily, luckily, he just stays in. Maybe thinking I would switch, or maybe thinking I would predict him to Sucker Punch again. Either way though, down goes the Bisharp, and we are in a really, really good spot now. I definitely think we can pull out the victory here. This has been a 40... I'm sorry that this has been a 40 turn battle, guys. This dude just had such an annoying team. But yeah, we're able to pull out the victory there. Let's go get another one. I don't know what's going on with my showdown here. This dude has a Scrafty. I don't think I've seen a Scrafty in a year, maybe. Like it's been a while. It's been a minute since I've seen a Scrafty, so I'm gonna have to watch out for this because I think it gets Iron Tail and it also learns Poison Jab if I'm not mistaken. So we're gonna see how that goes. Looking at leads, Gliscor or Serena is what I'm expecting him to want to lead off with, so I kind of just want to lead off with my own Gliscor. At the same time, Scizor isn't a bad lead. Actually, I think Scizzor's a pretty good lead. The only problem would be if he leads Arcanine, but I don't see Arcanine being a lead. Oh, scratch what I said. Scratch, just completely forget what I said about logic and life and what happens in it. So I'm just gonna hard switch right into Starmie, as that does a lot of damage, and then he gets the first turn burn because this is Pokemon and we love Pokemon. So his best switch-ins to this are probably the Scrafty or the Tentacruel. Probably Serena, actually, now that I look at it. I almost want to double switch into my Hydreigon, but at the same time, I can't really knock anything out that he wants to switch into against my Starmie. I don't know if this is banded damage. I could run a calc. I could try switching into Raikou, but I don't think that'll benefit me any unless he switches into Tentacruel, which he shouldn't because he should expect me to have the Psychic move because I am a Starmie after all. So I think I'm going to switch into my Gliscor here. See what it wants to do. Most likely bring in Serena, or he actually does bring in the Tentacruel, which is absolutely amazing for me because what I can't do here is just go for the Earthquake, or better yet, go for the Facade. I want a Facade, just expecting him to want to bring in the Serena, and I don't want to switch directly into Scizor as much as I would love to do that because he can possibly be bad and just stay in and Scald. So I think I'm going to Facade here and just chip down whatever comes in as he switches into his own Gliscor, gets his own Toxic Orb activated. And I want to see what kind of set this is. From the looks of his team, this definitely has to be his Stealth Rocker. So I'm going to Swords Dance as he goes for the Ice Fang. What? Whoa, I was not expecting that at all. Okay, so Facade is doing a good amount of damage. I don't know, from the looks of this, I could probably stay in here and beat this Gliscor 1v1. Yeah, just because I can Swords Dance this turn, then Roost, then Swords Dance Roost, get up to +6, and then at that point, actually, yeah, I think at +6, I pretty much just win the battle. I'm just gonna Swords Dance. I think Gliscor literally just wins this battle by itself. Like, until he crits me, then there's really nothing he can do to me. That's the only reason I wouldn't stay in here and just start Swords Dancing, because he can't get the crit, obviously. But yeah, we're gonna see what happens here, because I'm pretty sure I can beat this thing 1v1. He's either gonna crit me or he's gonna miss. It's gonna be one of those two. So definitely want to Swords Dance here again, I think. Yeah, this way we're at +6 now, and we can definitely just 2 KO him. As luckily he is not knocking us out. So see, I don't know if I should go for the Roost now or for the Facade, because if a Facade, I'm forced to Roost next turn anyways. Actually, no, yeah, I think I'll Roost this turn. Because no, my luck, this will be the turn he crits me, right? No, okay, so that's fine. So yeah, I should be able to definitely just 2 KO him here with the Facade. Oh, clean! See, I told you guys, I told you. He's either going to miss or he's going to crit me before anything happens. So, Gliscor putting the team on his back, let's go get another battle. So, I'm pretty sure this isn't a Mega Gallade. I don't know what a Spiritomb does. I know a Lilligant can be a potential sweeper with Sleep Powder, so I have to watch out for that. Actually, Z-move Lilligant sounds kind of cool. But leads, I'm thinking Crobat. Crobat in general is actually kind of annoying to this team just because it does outspeed everything, and if it has Taunt, then Gliscor can't beat it 1v1, so I have to watch out for that. Do I want to lead Clefable? I almost want to lead Clefable. Actually, no, Scizor should be a pretty good lead, I think, yeah. Because he's got no Fire-type moves, unless he's got HP Fire on Lilligant. Or he could have Flamethrower on Clefable, so I have to watch out for that. Scizor could potentially clean up late game if I'm able to weaken or get rid of this Empoleon. Which, I mean, it's Empoleon, so that's not going to take much effort to do. But again, Crobat could still be very, very annoying. I ran into a Heat Wave Crobat earlier today, and I don't know how to feel about that because I'm pretty sure that's not common, although I guess I can see why it may be, because Scizor is pretty common in this tier. But we should be able to live any hit that this Gallade wants to go for. He could have the Fire Punch. Really hope he doesn't have the Fire Punch. So I'm just gonna stay in here and just go straight for the U-turn. This way we get switch initiative, or we just get off good damage on this Gallade, and then I can just switch into my Clefable. As he switches into his Spiritomb, that is fine by me because this does now allow me to potentially bring in my Hydreigon or even bring in my Raikou. And because we do have Dark Pulse, Hydreigon can beat Empoleon 1v1. So this is a scenario where us having Dark Pulse instead of Fire Blast may actually help us out here, because we can break Empoleon plus Clefable because we have Flash Cannon. So, I'm saying, yeah, it's good that we have Flash Cannon, because Flash Cannon over Fire Blast is what I'm saying, not Dark Pulse. Not Fire Blast over Dark Pulse. Okay, I don't know what I'm saying. Anyways, I go for the U-turn. So Clefable should be able to come in here and just get up rocks. If anything, we just force him into the Crobat or into the Empoleon to defog, which he's not going to have defog on both. So there is a slight chance that could be like sub-Patai Empoleon, and that's probably going to sweep me. So I'm hoping that doesn't happen. As in comes the Crobat, I'm going to switch right into my Gliscor, unless he goes for a Specs HP Ice or a Supersonic Sky Strike. Oh, okay. We lived. Thankfully, we lived. Okay, I got really scared there for a moment. So I'm gonna roost here, because if he wants to go for another Brave Bird, that is fine. I'm gonna recover off the damage. If he doesn't, like he does here, I can hopefully just go for a U-turn, as I will be able to bring in my Gliscor and potentially go for the Roost. I can also bring in Hydreigon, but I think it's better to bring in Gliscor just to go for the Roost, because Gliscor is still really helpful in this matchup. Yeah, plus there was a chance he's going to defog there anyways. So I'm going to Roost. The good thing about Roosting too is that if he goes for the Ice Beam, then it's only going to be 2 times super effective, as if he does still go for the Scald, we can chew the hit. So I wanted to see if he would maybe switch out, but no, he does end up staying in here. So obviously another Scald is going to put us at very, very low HP. So I think I may make the aggressive switch right into Hydreigon here. Then this way I can hopefully Flash Cannon the incoming Clefable, unless he switches out into the Crobat, which he either can go for the U-turn here or go for the Brave Bird. And I'm just going to Flash Cannon either way, because we either potentially knock out this Crobat, or we Flash Cannon the incoming Clefable, which is going to get to a KO'd anyways. So that's absolutely beautiful. Now, we're in a really, really good spot here, because with Clefable being weakened, this is one less bulky mon that our team now has to deal with. And I can definitely go for the Flash Cannon again, because even if he switches into the Empoleon, I can then just go for the Roost. So I'm honestly not in a bad spot here to just go for the Flash Cannon again, as we're able to get rid of the Clefable. Now all we have to do is worry about the bulky Empoleon. Crobat is still kind of annoying, because he can just knock me out. As in comes the Gallade, I'm a little scared that this could be Scarfed. So I'm going to switch right into my Clefable, as he ends up going for the knockoff, making a good play there, knowing that I wouldn't want to switch out. I'm just going to take this chance to go ahead and get my rocks back up, as he ends up bringing back in the Crobat. So he's shown U-turn, Brave Bird because of Supersonic Sky Strike. He could have the Cross Poison. That wouldn't surprise me at all, so I'm going to scout for it by switching into Scizor here, as he just ends up going for the Brave Bird again. So the question is, do I want to go for the Roost or maybe Bullet Punch? No, if I Bullet Punch, I don't think that's going to benefit me any. Because I don't... Actually, no, we may be able to KO him, actually. Alright, I'm going to Bullet Punch here, just to see if he does want to try and go for the U-turn. So that's really good. Okay, so yeah, definitely Bullet Punch in there I think was a better play. Because this way, we can still live another Brave Bird, and then we can then just knock out Crobat again, or he's going to knock himself out to the recoil. And then we can still... Well, can we Roost on the Empoleon? I think we can, because we outsped it. So, in comes the Gallade. Again, Gallade really isn't that big of a problem. I don't know. Yeah, Clefable should still be able to switch into this, right? I'm a Clefable. Yeah, I'm a fucking Clefable. Of course I can switch into Gallade. So, as much as I would love to Calm Mind and potentially start sweeping with Clefable, Empoleon is still at way too much HP. and this Crobat is still at a lot of HP as well. And I'm just gonna soft bolt here because I'm pretty sure he's gonna expect me to switch into my Scizor. But no, he has super. What is? Hello? Oh, what? He baited me. What? I'm so confused. Okay, so I get it. He Super Fangs bulky Pokemon that switch into Crobat, and then he just knocks them out with Supersonic Sky Strike. I see you, big dog. I see you. Okay, that's interesting, I guess. So yeah, this Lilligant is actually kind of scary. I have to choose something to potentially be put to sleep here, as he does go straight for the sleep powder. That's kind of nice. I just need to get off enough damage to where Scizor can hopefully revenge kill this Lilligant, because this thing can actually probably sweep here. Maybe. I just died. What? And then he goes for the Petal Dance. Okay. U-turn's not gonna knock this out, unfortunately, so I'm gonna Bullet Punch first. Oh, that's just a clean 2 KO. Is he still locked into this move? Okay, no, I don't want to mess around. Yeah, okay, so I was thinking about going for the Roost. I really wanted to Roost there, but knowing my luck, he was gonna barely live, and then just knock me out with the Kingdom Power Fire because he doesn't get confused because of own tempo. So yeah, luckily we avoid the potential sweep from that, as we actually probably do not, because he decides to switch into Empoleon. I don't know why he switched into Empoleon. I guess he can defog, but I mean, that's not gonna really get him anywhere. I'm just gonna Thunderbolt here. I don't want to Calm Mind because I'm pretty sure this Gallade is Scarfed, so even if I get up to +1, it doesn't really matter, and he's gonna defog either way because he's gonna live either way. So yeah, plus by just Thunderbolting right away, I get off the initial damage on Empoleon already, so this way he can't potentially switch out and then sack off Spiritomb, and then he has a almost full HP Empoleon. So yeah, just Thunderbolting here again is definitely my better play to make. I knock out this Empoleon, I 2KO the Spiritomb, I get off good damage on this Gallade, potentially paralyze it. No, I do not, unfortunately, but it's fine because we do have a pretty good switch in. Our Clefable is what I'm hoping. Unfortunately though, we are at a bit too low of HP, so I'm gonna switch into my Starmie on this one, as I do believe he is choice in some sort of way. And the question is, do I want to go straight for the Scald, or would it be worth potentially trying to switch out and predicting the Spiritomb? I want to say Spiritomb is his best switch in, so I'm gonna try and double here. Yes, so he does reveal to be Scarf because he switched out before my Starmie. So I'm hopefully gonna be able to Soft Bolt here. If I can get off the Soft Bolt, then we're in a really good spot in this match and we should be able to win. So yeah, I'm hoping to be able to Soft Bolt right here. And then Calm Mind, Clefable should be able to win because we managed to get off that prior damage on the Empoleon. As he switches into the Lilligant, he can't put anything else on my team to sleep because we still have the sleeping Hydreigon. So we can live a Petal Dance relatively well and then just knock him out with the Moonblast. So down goes the Lilligant. That's really good. Unfortunately though, our Clefable is at really low HP, and I'm not sure what this thing wants to do to me, but I should be able to just sack off Hydreigon because nothing else on his team can put anything of mine to sleep. So by sacking off Hydreigon here, I see what he wants to do. As he locked himself into the close combat, that is fine with me because I can just bring in Starmie and go for the Scald is what I'm thinking. Could try and double again as well. No, actually no, I'm gonna Scald. Yeah, I'm gonna Scald on this one because what I can also do here is get the burn, and I can also go for a Reflect type. But because we did get the burn, I think it's probably a little bit better for me to just go ahead and switch out. Yeah, because even if he pursues us, then that's fine. As he makes a nice double switch into the Gallade. As much as I want to save Scizor, I really don't think I need it at this point. I really don't think so. Yeah, but... No, yeah. Okay, so I'm just going to sack off Scizor as he goes for the knockoff. Okay, not sure why you went for knockoff there. Maybe he thought I would switch into Starmie. I guess that kind of makes sense. That makes some sense. I could bullet punch him here, or I could just go for the U-turn. I'd rather U-turn because I don't want him to just freely switch out. Yeah, so this way I can put momentum into my favor, bring back in Clefable, and go for the soft bold. And even if he turns out to have the rest or something like that, it doesn't really matter, because at this point all I need to do is just make sure Clefable is at enough HP to just consistently check the Gallade, and then at that point the match is basically ours, because Raikou can break Spiritomb, it knocks out the Empoleon, and Clefable beats this Gallade. So Scizor is kind of my death fodder at this point if I really need to sack anything off. But yeah, I don't really think there's a way he's going to be able to pull out the victory here on this one. So after this match, I'm going to go ahead and get one more battle to end it off. Hopefully that one's not going to be 40 turns, but my opponent is taking his sweet old time here. My friend, you've lost. It doesn't matter what you do. I mean, you can switch into Empoleon. It's not going to help you, because I can still hard switch right into my Raikou, and unless he pulls a double switch, which even then, after this soft bold, Gallade shouldn't break Clefable anyways. So I'm not really worried about him wanting to try and switch out here, which he shouldn't anyways. But I mean, it is, I guess, a safer play to bring in the Empoleon. So unfortunately, my other opponent ended up just leaving, apparently. So this is going to be the final battle, guys. And now this team looks scary. Ooh, I like this team. Okay, let's see. Leads, Krookodile, his Scizor, or what I'm expecting. So I could lead off with my Scizor, in theory. Unfortunately, we don't have Fire Blast on Hydreigon, or else that would probably be my absolutely best lead, now that I look at it. But yeah, I should be able to lead off with my Scizor, as he leads off with his own Scizor. Now, the only issue with this is that... Well, actually, no, yeah. Okay, so I was really worried that he may not be running any speed, because I only have 4 speed EVs on my Scizor. And then that way I would U-turn before him, and he would get switch initiative. But I was thinking I can probably U-turn into Gliscor, and then things will be fine. So he does end up U-turning into his Keldeo. I can bring in Clefable just to get up rocks. I can bring in Starmie to force him out into his Latios potentially. I think I'd rather just get up rocks. Yeah, there's literally nothing Keldeo can do to me, and there's absolutely zero chance he is staying in here. So we do manage to get up our rocks relatively safe here, as in comes the Chandelure. My only real answer to this is, of course, my Hydreigon here, as he does make the good play there. He goes for the Will-O-Wisp. I'm going to click Draco Meteor, and we're going to play a game of what wants to die, because literally everything on his team just dies. I'm pretty sure this is a Banded Scizor. See, I don't want a Dark Pulse just because of the Keldeo. Literally just because of the Keldeo. But if you, yeah, because if you look at his team, Keldeo is a lot less useful for him than what Scizor is. So I'm just going to Draco here. No, he makes the switch anyways. And that is resisted, quote unquote, as I am probably just going to switch right into Gliscor. Because like I mentioned earlier, if he does U-turn, then it shouldn't be that big of an issue. But he actually decides to switch into the Krookodile. Okay. Did he think I would predict him to Bullet Punch? That makes sense. I'm saying that actually does make sense. Okay. Well, alright. I could switch into my Hydreigon here, but losing Life Orb would really suck. At the same time, though, chipping down this Krookodile isn't bad at all. Actually, I don't know if we can... No, because he's got lefties. Yeah, okay, so that's a little bit odd in itself. He's got to get up rocks here. Like, that's really all he's going to want to do, most likely. So I could switch into my Clefable. Then I guess we invite him to just bring back in the Chandelure. I guess by bringing in Scizor, we can live any hit and then scare him out with the U-turn. So I'm definitely just going to go for the U-turn here. There's no reason he should want to stay in. I guess he could kind of get off some damage with Earthquake, maybe go for the knockoff, but I think weakening his Krookodile is a lot better for us, as he is going to switch into the Scizor. Unfortunately, just barely barely lives, but it's fine though, because we do have the Starmie, which is going to be able to just click Scald here. And as much as I would love to Rapid Spin, I'm not going to do that. So one of his answers to my Clefable is now gone. That Chandelure could potentially have Taunt because it's got Will-O-Wisp. I've seen that before, so I don't want to really deal with that. I just want to Reflect type here. Yeah. That actually did 0. That actually did 0. So that's pretty funny. Yes! As we managed to get the spin off. So that's really good. Really, really good here that we managed to get rid of the rocks, because now he's going to have to waste a turn to get them back up, and we can definitely take advantage of that. Now, he can literally just go for any of his stab moves here. So I'm just going to make the save switch into Clefable. There's no way. Holy crap! Really? Can you not? Thank you. Thank you. Okay. I got really scared there. I got really scared there. No, no, no. This is not happening. Thank you. My Clefable is here to stay. Moonshine is going to still be here to check this Keldeo. So in comes this Chandelure. Let's look at it like this. He doubles out into his Latios. I just bring back in Clefable. As long as I can keep up momentum, he shouldn't be able to get rocks back up. Is what I want to think will happen. I don't know if this Latios has HP Fire, so I'll have to watch out for that. But I'm just going to make the save switch back into Hydreigon here, as he actually goes for the taunt. Okay, maybe thinking that I would Calm Mind up against him. But yeah, I know that some Chandelure do carry taunt, which is why I actually didn't want to say it against this thing. Plus, Hydreigon is just a free. Yeah, this is literally just pick a death fodder, any death fodder. So we managed to get a second win there. Luckily, it wasn't 40 turns. But yeah, guys, I think it's almost been like 40 minutes. Hopefully y'all did enjoy the little lengthy live. If you did, make sure to hammer that like button down below. Let me know what Pokemon you may want me to use in the future. I will be lightering some more on this account, so don't worry. Hopefully we'll have better opponents and better teams for next time we are in UU. So thank you all for watching, guys. Check out the 2 videos on the end screen. So I will see you later. Goodbye, everybody. Actually, no, I'll see you guys tomorrow on Sunday. So yeah, later.
Cause my brain and heart are both tied in a knot, and this hinders me from crying a lot. This causing me to show no emotion. But when I said I cared, I wasn't joking. But I guess it's too late for me to become broken. For now, I'm living with no more pain, tears, or hoping. I'm just coasting. Yeah, I said I'm coasting. No more pain, tears, and hoping. For real.